Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So like I said before, I didn't purchase issue 4 from the shops because quite frankly I've got enough Poxwalkers. I think I've got 20 from the Dark Imperium box set. I think I've got a further box set that I bought, and I did buy some second-hand ones, so I didn't bother buying another one from the shop. I'm still awaiting my subscription. They did tell me that they were going to send it off on the 28th, which was last Friday, but nothing's been sent, and I've just checked my bank last night and today, and the direct debit hasn't been taken out. So it's just a baiting game, isn't it? But I wanted a couple of these anyway, so let's get rid of that packaging that's doing my head in. So yeah, I wanted one of these anyway, an extra one for my, well, Blood Angels, and I might even try and convert them into Space Wolves, should I say. So here's the model, and as we can see, he is pretty. Now, let's move this away. Maybe try and get a better angle on this. Right. So he's pulling the sword from the sheath, which is quite cool. It has got all the Ultramarines little logos on, but as you can see, the arm pad, the Ultramarines arm pad, you can actually replace that if you wanted to, which is quite good. There's no Ultramarine symbols on this chest, which is cool. On his left leg and his right leg, there's nothing there. So apparently there's meant to be one on his. Oh yeah, there is one. There's one on his knee pad there. It's a bit unfortunate if you don't want to collect Ultramarines, that is. And now his head. Let's focus on this. Just try and get this light in a bit better. That's it. So, look at his face. So we've got a helmeted one, which looks pretty nice. It's got like the I don't know what's that called? Is it a oh, I don't even know. I can't even think of the name of it. You know, like the green petals around his head, all the Romans used to wear, and we've got the bear head as well. So that's the model. I think he's pretty cool, to be honest. I like him. I can't wait to paint him up. He's on a 40mm base, I think that is. Doesn't actually say. And here's the magazine. So the magazine's $7.99. Now, I've been looking at the prices for, like, you know, lieutenants and sergeants and Primaris captains, and basically the Primaris lieutenant from the Blood Angels, Tolmarone, is it? Like, you know, Tolbarone, the chocolate bar. He's £15. The veteran sergeant, I think he's got a power sword and has he got a grav gun, like a stalker rifle or something. He's £20. And the Primaris captain, sorry, no, the veteran sergeant, he's the 30th anniversary one. He's £20. The Primaris captain, he's got the power sword and the whatever stalker rifle. He's 22. So this guy, I think, is worth in between, you know, the region of £15 to £20. So we're already saving £12. I think it's great. You know, that's one thing I do like about this magazine. The fact that you do save money. The only problem is hatchet partworks are a bit of a pain. But anyway, let's have a little look inside. So we've got a nice picture of an Ultramarine here on the front. And here it tells you a bit of information about these Space Marine lieutenants, which is quite cool. I think we've got a bit of background information here about lieutenants. Lieutenants are a new addition to the Space Marine chapter. The rank of lieutenants was created soon after the return of Primarch Rebute Gilliman. So yeah, I didn't know that lieutenants are new for Primaris. I didn't know that. Maybe I should have known, because it's pretty obvious that they never had lieutenants before. Anyway, nice picture here of some what are these? Nova Marines. I actually thought they were Tyranners, but apparently they're Nurgling. Yeah, Monsters of Nurgle. I thought they looked like Tyrants, to be honest, but anyway. So, bit of information here about the Primaris Lieutenant Calcius. So his name's Lucian Calcius. He's an Ultramarine. He's a Battle Roles Command, Specialisms, Stratagem Leadership, Infantry Warfare. He's a Lieutenant, and he's got a Power Sword and a Bolt Pistol. So there's a bit more information about him. Gives you a nice little picture of a Power Sword and the Power Fist here. Artwork's fantastic. Information is a bit basic, but in my opinion, that doesn't really matter. I think it's good. You know, it's a great way for new people to get into, whether you're a child or whether you're an adult. You know, it's not overwhelming. I've probably said this all before. We've got a Space Wolves Lightning Claw here. But I don't believe that the lieutenants or any of the Primaris captains or whatever can take any of these. That's a bit redundant, really, isn't it? So here's a bit of a story about Nova. On the once peaceful world of Nova, an orc horde threatened to disrupt Ultimar's supply lines. Lieutenant Calcius was dispatched with a relief force ordered to drive the orcs back. So another little story, which is quite cool. I can't wait to read that later. How to assemble him. Remember, do not cut your finger off like Peachy did. Apparently the story is true. Peachy did cut his finger off. He's a right-handed, cut his finger off, and that's why he painted his left. Or I can't remember the full story, but that's pretty much how it goes apparently. So be careful when you're cutting your stuff out, and remember, when you're cutting stuff, don't cut like that. You don't want to cut like that. You want to cut close to the edge. Okay, so you don't want to cut like that there, like I've just done, because that leaves like a big plastic mark. Then you want to cut close to the model, have a neat clean cut, and you're sorted. I don't think he's easy to assemble, so you will have to use your glue if you got that in issue 1 when you subscribed. How to paint him. So they have lied to me for years. They told me for the past 20 years that you need to prime your miniatures before painting them. But according to the new Citadel paint range, you can actually focus on this new camera's not the best. You can actually use these, you know, without a primer, which is quite cool. So it gets you up to date with the painting scheme. You know, we've got your Abaddon Black, Retributor Armour, your Lead Belcher, and then we've got the Bugman's Glow for the skin. And then here's a bit of information now. The next sort of tutorial for Mission 4 is the Heroic Combat, which, you know, I like how it's going slowly, progression. Now, I have seen what's coming in the future, and it seems a little bit unfair that the Space Marines have 3 Primaris, they do have 3 Reivers, and now they have Calcius, where the Death Guard have only got 3 guys, 3 Plague Marines, and a couple of Poxwalkers. That's a little bit unfair, but hey ho. So you got your stat line here for your Primaris and all that. And there's a bit more information. Subscribe. So, you know, subscribe at your own risk, to be honest. I just don't understand, guys. I do not understand. I know they've put bits of information online saying that, you know, it could take this amount of time, but, you know, I am now behind on my subscription from issue 3 now. They gave me 1 and 2 in the post. That came 19th of September, I think. And I'm still behind from issue 3. And we're now on issue 5. I think that's pretty bad, to be honest. But hey ho, it is what it is. Still a great thing in my opinion, but just be wary of that. So the next issues, we've got some more Plague Marines coming in. So people have been, kicking off over this because you're basically getting the same models, but in the background here to the back, I've got a fair few anyway. When I first saw this picture online, I was a little bit annoyed. I didn't think that was necessarily the best decision they could have made. They could have put a character in maybe first and then changed it. But yeah, you do need more troops, so that is a good thing. And if you think about it, the amount of Space Marines that you get, and they're all the same, pretty much the same pose, maybe do some head swaps. And then issue 7, which is very cool, you get Null Oil and Agrax Earthshade. Now they are £4.55 per pot. I think they're the full size pots, which equates to £9.10, and you're only paying £7.99. So you are saving a little bit more money. I'm not sure if you're going to get any miniatures in here. We'll find out. So guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. If you've already got your subscription, let me know if you're even buying this, maybe from WH Smith's or whatnot, or the local corner shop. Let me know what you're doing. I'm really interested, guys. Get involved. Let me know what Space Marine chapter you've chosen to collect for your Conquest subscription, and also your Death Guard. I'm really interested in that. Okay guys, see you later. Tra.